You guys like to perform like your songs, especially your older stuff, in a setting like this with a fridge? No.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever performed in front of a fridge before?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Not a fridge with that character, that
Yeah.
type of character. That's definitely special.
I've known refrigerators all my life,
Yes.
so it's, they know everything about me. So
Sure.
it's a little
Quite an intimate relationship.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, guys.
Yeah. You failed the refrigerator. You cannot move on.
Wait, what was the question? I did ask you.
Performing.
Yeah. No, but I mean, is it nice to kind of perform your songs in a more intimate setting? I mean,
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like, playing with the band obviously is great. There's all this power, but also when you're on stage playing electric, there's so much noise and everything going on. It's kind of fun to strip it down and play like this,
Right.
and just the raw elements where stuff can breathe a little bit more.
Yeah, and there's it's a good test for a song too. If it can kind of stand up on acoustic. Not saying that we just did or by any means, but if it can,
no, it's really kicked ass.
yeah, then you just get the sense of the purity of a song. It's really nice when you just hear, whether it's chords and a vocal. There's something really special about that.
Now, you guys have a new record that's coming out, but how hard is it to kind of put your set list together to like do the perfect mix of new stuff, old stuff, and then are you finding, this is like such a loaded question, sorry, but are you finding when you perform the older stuff now that you guys are older, like do they kind of take on new meaning now?
I mean, I think they still have, I think there's still an inherent meaning or like passion that we still have for a lot. There's some songs that we'll just never play, from records that were just because they felt compromised. But for the most part, a lot of the songs that it's some that have really defined us over our career as well. We still feel really. Some of the songs you'd almost feel strange if you didn't play them, rather than being. I know some people say they get sick of songs, but for us, really, we're playing a lot of new material. This record to us is a huge. It sounds cliche, but it's like a huge triumph. What we're able to achieve on this record, musically, artistically, is big. So we're playing 5, sometimes 6 songs from the new record.
Wow.
More than half. But we're also really trying to make an effort to change up the set list from night to night. We have a lot of fans that travel with us, and this is their 45th show. So it's like, you know what? The 46th one needs to be different. So we've changed everything about the band, from the way we set up on stage. We've just done a lot of original content for like 3D video, and the set lists are now changing every night, which is kind of keeps us on our toes as well. Trying to have to make sure that we have 40 or 45 songs that can just kind of switch up from night to night.
We've actually all switched instruments as well.
Oh, nice.
Just to really
and names early.
Yeah, right. For the hardcore fans, we just I'm playing drums most of the night. No,
Nice.
Not at all.
Not there yet.
I'm singing tonight.
Right.
Yeah. So I have to ask you, as a former wrestling fan, I guess I'm still a wrestling fan. Do you guys still play whatever?
You know what?
Or is that totally
went very sour.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
awful.
And it's such an amazing song. And for people who don't know, it was Chris Benoit's
theme music, and
but it sucks because it's such a kick-ass song, and it's
no.
such a downer. Like I guess you kind of just think about him instantly, right, when you hear the song.
It's awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't imagine singing that, to be honest. It's just one of those things that it's so tied into him and the tragedy that happened. I just couldn't get it out of my head.
And like you mentioned earlier, you asked us about taking away slightly from that, but you asked, is it hard to make a set list every night? But luckily, we're at this point now where the band has quite a large catalog that we kind of had to take that song out.
Yeah.
But we have so many songs at this point that we're not missing it a ton. But I'm sorry for you.
No, it sucks. You guys should totally screw the fans tonight and don't perform any of your songs. Just perform other people's songs.
Just covers all night?
Yeah, covers the whole night.
I'm the worst at covers.
Yeah?
I can barely remember my lyrics. Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm going to cover whatever. Just for myself. And then it can kind of take on a new meaning.
Yeah.
So, talk to me about what you guys are planned. Obviously, this is kind of like a starter tour.
Yeah, it's just a little mini thing.
And then you, I would imagine, you will hit the road.
Yeah, we're just kind of waiting to see where it goes. I think...
we're going to go to Europe first, so we couldn't really do a full tour. So we're in Europe in the middle of the summer, and we'll do some festival stuff. And then probably by the end of the summer, we're talking like late August into the fall, just do a full-scale tour.
we were too excited in the meantime with the new record. We just
Yeah.
wanted to, Locke was into planning
Right.
a tour, and we kind of said to our manager, we're just going to go play whatever places we can find. We'll play some smaller places. And he was like, it's not, we should do this and that. And we were like, we just want to get out.
But you got to test drive it too, right?
Yeah.
You got to, learn. Well, not learn it, but you have to get comfortable performing the new stuff.
Well,
And we were so excited as we were recording because the record really was, it was kind of recorded live off the floor. So you just know right away when you're recording a song live and it feels good in the studio that it's going to translate to the stage. So we were really amped to have a tour book. That's actually how we finished the record because we had the tour book.
Yeah.
We weren't finished. And our producer was freaking out. He's like, don't cancel it. And we're like, we can't cancel the tour, man. It's done. Like, the shows are sold out. We're going. But he felt the record, we could have kept experimenting. But it helped us get out of the studio. And we're just really excited. These songs, they just translate so well. We would play the whole record if we could, really.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing I'll tell you is, because I've listened to the album a couple of times, I can see the new stuff just blending in it's different.
It's-
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like you guys are kind of recycling the same thing,
Right.
but the new stuff really I can see it
It does,
gelling
yeah.
very well with the older stuff.
It does. It's amazing
Yeah.
how well it does.
Yeah.
And and even in the sense of being able to really take some of the new, even though they're brand new, it's like there's a song called Find Our Way. We've written a completely new intro to the song. So they have this organic quality just to the way they were crafted or written, to where they're very adaptable and they're like these little people.
It's funny when we started out rehearsing, we said, well, we got to play a certain amount of old songs every night, so let's maybe do 3 or 4 of the new ones. But then we wanted to keep switching them, so we learned 5 or 6, 7 songs on the new record, and every time we learned a new one, we're like, well, that's got to be a set every night. Now we've been done with 5 or 6 every night.
I think the biggest thing as well, because there's been records where we played a lot of new songs, and you see looks on people's faces, and you're like, well, we should maybe not play so many. And this is not the case at all. From the get-go, this is only the 6th show on the tour, but the new stuff it just goes over. It just has an energy inherent in it that you don't have to know the song.
Listen, good music's good music.
Yeah.
So I have one last question for you. Being that you're so huge in Canada, what are we doing wrong in the United States? Because it totally seems like we're doing a lot of things that are wrong, like healthcare, for starters.
Well,
And
if you guys elect that freaky Santorum or that even freakier Romney, then you're in big trouble,
Yeah,
even
they're
worse
screwed.
trouble. Even though Romney kind of started it, right, or had a bit of a blueprint for it, but you just can't trust those people. So, yeah, that's the first step, I would say.
and kind of find someone of the acting quality of a Rick Moranis,
Rick Moranis,
right?
Eugene
What's
Levy.
I love Rick Moranis. I'm sorry, Eugene Levy is
Over
great.
Eugene Levy, really?
Yeah, well, the thing is, Rick Moranis kind of quit, so it's kind of like
He what?
he quit the business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, he never quit.
I,
Warren Short just came back. He's doing.
he's not Rick Moranis he's a recluse now. He doesn't.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. No, but it kind of sucks because, see, I would pick Rick over Eugene because I get enough of Eugene Levy. I can always see him.
Right.
Rick Moranis, not so much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when I walk out of the room, you'll be like,
shrinking, incredible.
Right.
Shrinking
when I walk out of the
movie.
room, you guys are gonna be like, well, he started off with a refrigerator, then he brought the mood down with Chris Benoit, and then he ended it with Rick Moranis. Yeah, let's do another interview with John. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Good stuff, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.